People wheeling and dealing, huh?
Oh, what's up, what's up?
What's up? With Refresh Cards, at Refresh Cards on IG. Homeboy has bought some things off me in the past. We've made some deals. Good to see him down here at the Melbourne Card Fair. So picked up some, looks like some footy stars to crack open probably on his channel. So good to see him. Give him a peek. Here's the man, Jess.
Oh, we doing handshakes? I was going to go for a hug.
What's going on?
What's up?
Yeah, finally met him in person. Here he is, Matty. How are you, mate? How are we? We're here at Melbourne Card Fair. I mean, a lot of AFL, which is sort of a bit disappointing. We needed some NBA. We need some more NBA down at the Melbourne Card Fair. What's going on? Here we go. We've got Melbourne _ cardboard. We're down here at the Melbourne Card Fair. Initial thoughts on the fair at the moment.
Too much footy, not enough basketball. That's about it, man. That's all I came for, and there's nothing.
Yeah. So which is disappointing. Which is like what I've heard from a few people that have come up to me and obviously know us through our podcast and our socials. You know, a lot of AFL cards, which is, you know, it's great because we're in Melbourne and this is the home of AFL. But with the recent market boom in basketball, we need to see more basketball stuff here. Like, it needs to be better, more range of products, even Pokemon. There needs to be Pokemon here to get younger kids here. There needs to be Magic stuff. So, I mean, finally, you know, we see you again. I mean, I've met you once before, we did when we did a deal. But good to see you, brother. Hopefully, maybe we can make some trades. I've got some stuff in my bag down here.
I've got my bag.
He's got his backpack there. I mean, we're rolling Sasha T style with the backpack, and we're looking to get some deals done, man.
Done.
Speak to us, Doma. What did you get?
No, I can't reveal that. No, I can. Alright, so Stimmerol, 1991. Wayne Carey, true rookie. Debuted in 89, but his true rookie is 91. So that's the play. Pretty happy with it. I won't lie.
Nice.
I won't lie. I've got 3 now.
Nice. I like it. And these are vintage rookie cards. Vintage AFL. It's old school stuff. If you know what you're looking for here, man, you can pick up some absolute steals. Pick up some steals. Definitely need to do your research with AFL cards. Understand the sets. Understand the different variations, and you know, you can pick up and understand which cards are the rookie cards. So I believe in AFL. I'm not sure if they have the same mentality as we do in NBA, whether that's in the terms of like rookie cards. But we're me and Doma, we're applying that what we know in NBA circles and applying that to AFL. So I mean, we don't know if it's going to transition, but at this point in time, it's worth a play. It's worth a play that if at some point the market turns around on the AFL and we're holding all these rookie cards, it could work out very favourable. So, let's see. So, impromptu, Matty from Australian Trading Card Association came down, seeing there was no basketball cards, and decided I'm going to get a table. So he's had to duck off. So the table was empty. So Chesh invited me in to chuck well, Chesh was half empty. Now I shouldn't say that. It was half empty. Chesh was here with his Carsons, and I thought I'd jump on the table and chuck my cards down, and you know, get a few people looking at it. You've got this is the NBA section over there. The people are doing dealing on the stage, making deals. Seen a couple of people who I've connected with on socials, Nightwax Cards, Refresh Cards, Melbourne _ cardboard,
So a few shout outs there. It's good to see some people down here that interact with our content. We really appreciate you having you down here, and hopefully it's a sign of things to come. What do you reckon, Dom? A successful day or what?
It was good. Sorry, bro. It was good. Good, dude. Not an AFL. But you know what? That's not a bad thing. As I kept saying on the pod to you, AFL is a huge market in this country, and it was evident today. A bit more NBA once it came out. Clearly, people flocked to the tables. Commented by the great man behind you, Chash, and Matty Payne from the Australian Trading Card Association. So they commandeered the table. Then obviously you were able to set up, and it just people flocked there. Like
They did.
NBA is the thing. Clearly, in this country, NBA is king as well, and that is evident now. But as I said, AFL, do not sleep on it because the market's huge.
Yeah, the market's massive, and there was heaps of people buying AFL. I mean, we picked up some AFL stuff, Doma. Obviously, we mentioned earlier you picked up the
Stimmerol 91 Wayne Carey,
correct,
true rookie.
Correct, true rookie. And the thing about that is no one's grading those, so we're going to look at potentially grading those and having some of the first graded Wayne Carey rookie cards on the market.
That's the plan.
That's the plan. So, I mean, whether it's a thing or not, we don't know, but the AFL card market is so strong here in Melbourne. But what they do need to realise that at shows like this, and I spoke to the owner, I had a chat with him, who created the show, Melbourne Card Fair, and I spoke about getting more basketball, getting more Pokemon down there, Magic the Gathering, other trading cards other than AFL, and he said, we're going to team up in the future and hopefully help him promo it a bit better and get some more guys down there evolving around that. So hopefully in future there's more of that stuff, but it wasn't a failed day. It's worked out all right. Yeah.
All right, Doma, we're on our way back. We're on our way back from the Melbourne Card Fair. Early thoughts. What are you thinking overall?
In the vlog wrap-up that'll be coming out, we said it was a lot of AFL, but we made the best of an opportunity, and there's opportunities always at card shows, as you know. I don't care if there's 70% AFL and there's minimal NBA. You can always turn that around, and you can always find a hidden gem somewhere. I know there's a card that I've been on. You'll see it in the vlog when it comes out. I bought one. Sources bought one. I had another mate there that bought one. But it was more overall meeting the people that we've been in communication with through COVID. Obviously, we couldn't meet them because of restrictions. Actually putting a face to their name, and instead of seeing them on a special podcast call or just through their own videos on YouTube or on Instagram, actually being able to interact with them in person was fantastic. That was the best thing, being able to network with them. But as I said, making the best of a situation. There was a free table. Matty Payne from Australian Trading Card Association and Al from Chesh Breaks. Saucy went on there, tried to create some content. He just nicely, he was just told, listen, you got to pay for a table, which is fair enough. We're just trying to take some content.
It's funny enough, Doma, that once I started pulling out the NBA cards and graded NBA cards and putting them on the table, where did the majority of the people ended up around our table? It was like a seagull to fish and chips, mate. Where they chucked the chips up on the beach and all the seagulls came flocking. Well, that's what happened. I chucked the graded NBA cards out on the table, and everyone came to the NBA cards. If that isn't proof enough, what we've seen there, that these card shows need to be expanding to NBA, NFL, Pokemon as well. Having a Pokemon there. I mean, I took some Pokemon cards. I was able to sell some of them. Some graded CGC Pokemon cards. Sold three of them. And look, that's the only criticism that I have of the card show, was the not enough variety. But don't worry, we will fix that, because I got the organiser's number. His name's Steve. He was a nice bloke. And I'll be in contact with him so that next time when there is another one organised,
I'll be making sure to get on the phone to him to make sure that there are going to be people there, collectors there, that are willing to set up their tables that collect Pokemon, that collect Magic, that collect basketball, NFL. There was a guy there who collects predominantly baseball, and he's an Australian, and he was like, there was not one baseball card there. So, these are the sort of things that if we want to have a card fair here in Melbourne, doing these card fairs, you have to have variety. You can't just have AFL. You just can't.
But it did play on, as I said, AFL, like NBA is king in this country when it comes to trading, flipping, all that jazz, yeah? But as I kept saying to you, and I'm glad Saucy got to experience it because I've been telling you for such a long time, AFL is so big and so underground in this country, like, it's just incomprehensible how big it is. And Sauce walked in there today and went, far out, there's so much football here. Like, it's unbelievable. It's like, where are these people coming from?
Yeah, and wasn't bad for us because we're in for AFL, and we talk about AFL cards. We've given a couple of AFL plays on our podcast, but there's a majority of people that AFL is not their thing. And they like NBA and they like Pokemon and they like soccer cards and not having that variety, you're really segregating the market at these shows. And, at these shows, this is where people can bring some of their pieces and trade and do some of this stuff. Because, trading on the internet, it's a bit of a sketchy thing. Imagine, trading something and just hoping up your card turns up and you've posted your card in the mail. So, these shows give the opportunity to do this stuff. And in the end, what ended up happening was we ended up having sort of our own little group in the corner of the card show that was dealing NBA cards and dealing Pokemon cards. So, although there was all AFL and there was none of that stuff, we ended up making it happen, which was pretty cool, if you ask me, the fact that there was none of that stuff. And then, we rocked up, and not to say that it was all us, but, Matty was a big part of this, that he was able to bought the table, and he didn't even bring any cards with him. He drove back home and bought back a whole shitload of Jordan cards and stuff for people to buy. So, look, it was cool. It was cool to meet a lot of the people that we've connected with over the last few months that we've been doing the podcast.
Give a shout out to a few of them.
Yeah, and give a shout out obviously to
Wax, Matt's Card Shops, Azuro Cards,
Refreshed Cards. Meeting him, and obviously he's got a mate now who he's got involved in the hobby, and this is what it's about. Yeah, like getting someone else saying like do you like collecting stuff, and if so, collecting cards and getting more people involved. And to get more people involved, you need to have more variety. So that's the next step for these card shows, and I'll be making sure that happens because I've got the organizer's number, and hopefully in the future we can expand. And this is where it comes into you guys, the Double Coverage family, to reach out to me, and if you are interested, if you have a collection and you are interested in setting up a table at these events for NBA cards, because there is a massive demand for this stuff. NBA, soccer, other sports, baseball.
Not one soccer card there.
Not one soccer card. Not one soccer card. Yeah? Well, mind you, there was some old school Viduka Socceroos, but not proper soccer cards, what we're talking about. You know what I mean? No Mbappe's, no Haalands, none of the new stuff. No Ronaldos, no Messi's, none of that stuff. Exactly right.
Prism Euro.
Yeah. So look, we need to see some of that stuff. So it's up. You guys, the double coverage family, DM us and let us know if you want to get involved at the next Melbourne Card Fair, because there will be another one.
Or even future shows.
Or future shows that are happening. Let us know, because we'd love to create a short list for people that would love to be able to set up a table. I think tables at this card fair were $60 a pop. So if you get another person in the hobby and you want to share a table, that's $30 each, and there you go. You have a table for $30.
And you're laughing because the way it was selling the NBA stuff and the way that it was trading, like if you want a $60 table, mate, it's money for jam.
Honestly, it was because Matty had to leave after a while because he had something to do, and Chesh was there on the table, and his inventory he bought on the day didn't quite fill out the table. I said, do you mind if I chuck my stuff on here? And he said, go for it, mate. And I did. And not for anything, I sold about 10 cards. So, and I probably made about $600. So if I was to pay $60 for the table, let's just say the day was well worth it.
100%. But the whole thing is, like you said, doing that, seeing different cards that people have, clearly that's the joy of going to these shows, because sometimes there's some mojo cards like you don't expect to see. Because I can guarantee you, people didn't expect to rock up today and Matty to pull out some of the just
a Fleer 86 Jordan rookie.
Like mojo
some
Jordan,
big
bro.
stuff,
Like, people don't expect that, and that's the joy, and that's the sick thing.
And people were looking at these cards and they were like, man, I've never seen one in person.
There was someone there like, oh, hey, he said to Matt, hey, can I touch it? It's like, seriously, that's what he said. I was just like pissing myself. I was like, this is hilarious. But it was good all around. Also, our initiative on our part went really well. We were able to. We went up to parents, obviously, and asked for consent to obviously give out some packs to some kids, and they were really, really welcoming and really interested and really happy that there's someone out there such as ourselves just giving out cards to kids and, making them enjoy. And like one kid was wearing a Philly top. He opened his free pack. He picked an NBA pack and he pulled out a Shake Milton rookie card. Well, you might laugh and say, oh, that's shit, it was a Shake Milton. But guess what? We gave it out for nothing, and he goes to Philly, and he picked a player, and these kids were over the moon. Seeing the smile on their face, that's what the hobby is. That's the enjoyment. That's what we want to bring back.
Correct.
This is what we want. We don't want kids to be like, oh, Dad, I want to get this, and all they can settle for is, unfortunately, Footy Stars and Team Codes, which no knock to them, they're good products, but where's a kid going to go and get NBA product these days?
Yeah.
Without paying double, triple the price on retail. It's just unbelievable. So then they rely on their parents. Their parents can't get it because they can't even get pre-orders. So they're spewing. They can't even go out there, and they're the future of our hobby.
Yeah.
They're the future.
Correct.
These kids, we get them in. I spoke to another guy who's like, my kid, he wants to get into it. He's into footy cards, for example. That's what he likes. That's fair enough. He's like, I used to collect them when I was a kid, but he's really into it, and it brings him joy and happiness, and he likes trading them with his mates, and he goes, I'm happy to buy him packs. But he goes, footy is something I can afford to buy him because it's available.
Yeah,
and
it's readily available. Yeah,
and there's large amounts of stock. But he said, I've heard stories and horror stories about NBA and kids trying to get that, and there's no chance. I said, well, that's true. It's like
exactly
we
right.
live it every day, man. Like, that's just the way it is. But that was a great success. Putting smiles on kids' faces, that is like number one.
Giving back.
That's what it's all about. Give back. If you've got base cards, some people just throw them away. Why throw them away? There's some kid out there, you can go give it to them.
Yeah.
It could be you could be a person in the hobby that inspires a young kid to get into cards.
Correct.
You could be that person.
Just by giving him free cards, literally.
That's it. Like,
So, I mean, and like that's the best part about today was, being able to, put smiles on kids' faces and giving them free cards. And look, it makes you feel good inside because it's like, for us, it's not anything for us. Like it just feels like the right thing to do because the hobby's given me so much joy, over the years that I've been in it, and I want that joy to be passed on to other people so that they can enjoy cards the same way I have. So at that point, we're gonna wrap it up and peace out. Keep living, loving, and breathing all sports. Double coverage for Melbourne Card Fair. Until next time.
Peace.
Thank you for tuning in. Please don't forget to leave a review on the Apple Podcasting app. Also, follow us on socials, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. Talking all sports. Double coverage.